And now, meteorologist Marty with Southern Colorado's most accurate forecast.
Easy day at work here in the weather department. It's sunny, it's warm, the wind isn't real strong. 65 degrees right now at Bourbon Brothers Southern Kitchen. Up at Northgate and Bass Pro Drive. You're looking over the Air Force Academy, of course, there, in a beautiful blue sky. 71 degrees right now at 6th Street, Midtown Circle, Pueblo Chieftain's studio. Also reporting a light wind. Out east, we're doing fine as well, up to 71 degrees in Eads, also with a beautiful clear sky. And to this point, anyway, the wind hasn't been too strong. Now, we do expect to get a little breezy at times through the afternoon. And Skycast shows some clouds approaching from the south and west, which will probably settle over the area tonight. We're not expecting any rain out of these. There could be a sprinkle over the Continental Divide this evening. But really, I think we're in for a nice night. Even through midnight, many areas will be in the 50s. And we only expect to fall off perhaps into the 40s in most cases by tomorrow morning. So if you're out and about early, it should feel pretty nice tomorrow morning, too. Here are the lows, 40s at lower elevations. Lyman may dip back into the 30s, and we'll still look for some 20s and 30s out across the high country. But up there for this time of year, that's not bad either. And then during the day tomorrow, I think the first half of the day might be a little bit more comfortable than the second half of the day. Reason being, as we move into the afternoon, the clouds will start to thicken up. The wind will likely strengthen some too. It's not going to be a bad afternoon, don't get me wrong. We're going to be back in the 60s and 70s, at least along the front range, with some spots on the plains in the 80s. Now, late in the day, you see a few showers developing out here across the Continental Divide. So there you go, along I-25, a lot of 70s. The 80s should be relegated to the southeastern corner of the state. We'll expect 40s and 50s over the high country, and 60s for the big valleys. As we move into Sunday, though, the big changes are on target, and it looks like they're coming in with all the new information this morning. And so we do expect a mixture of rain and snow to break out Sunday. Higher terrain will certainly be snow, and we do think some of that's going to stick late Sunday into Sunday night. How much of it sticks on the roads, that's a little bit up in the air yet. I do think that this is an awfully cold system for this time of year, but the roads are also quite warm, and in this environment, we tend to get less snow in Colorado Springs proper than we do on the higher terrain. That was a whole lot of me hemming and hawing. So we'll hit the 30s on Sunday, but look at what we're doing Sunday night into the teens, which is why I don't want to rule out at least some period of slick conditions even in the Springs at this point. It's going to get awfully cold Sunday night, and it might be until Monday morning before we start to clear it out entirely. Monday looks cool with highs in the 40s. Then we'll jump up some Tuesday and Wednesday before the next system gets here late next week. Pueblo, I think you'll have temperatures close to 80 tomorrow. Then we'll fall back into the 40s on Sunday, but that'll be early. Late in the day, you'll fall into the 30s, and we could have a mixture of some rain and snow. Now, in Pueblo, I'm a little bit more confident with the lack of snow on the road scenario here. But certainly on the higher terrain south and west of town, that could be different. We'll have you back up into the 60s on Tuesday and Wednesday with a few showers perhaps around next Thursday. Canyon City, 70s tomorrow, 40s on Sunday. Again, along the river, similar to Pueblo, I don't think you'll have too much trouble on roadways, but on some of the mountain areas around Fremont County, that certainly could be different. We'll wrap it up Monday morning and then get you back into the 60s by Tuesday and Wednesday before the next chance of showers arrives. Teller County, I do think there's a good chance for accumulating snow here for you, and this is also true for the mountain areas south and west of Pueblo, and we could be talking several inches as we get into Sunday night. Highs only around 30 on Sunday, so certainly cold enough for snow to stick, not just on the cooler surfaces, but on the roadways. So, you know, the usual. If you're going up over Monument Hill, you're going in and out of the mountain areas, whether out of Colorado Springs or Pueblo, you're going to have to plan for some winter driving conditions, it looks like now.
Yeah, all right. So enjoy spring while it lasts, because winter's back on Sunday, right?
Yeah, yep, pretty much.
Thanks, Marty.